There was this one moment somebody told me they were like waiting in line for the bathroom, like down the street, a block away at the porta potty, and they heard Catherine have like her huge orgasm. The whole neighborhood heard it because all the crew had gone on a walk. And it was really like everybody had been waiting for a baby to be delivered. Because although we didn't use much of the sound, she had a screaming loud orgasm that at the time felt like a very important part of the scene for me. Like I really wanted her to scream. I remember the actor Josh saying, "Does she need to be so loud?" I was like, "Yeah, she does." But, it was intense, fun.
At one point, I'm up on the bed, and Josh has been supporting Catherine, and his back is starting to ache. So I stand up, and we're getting a shot over his shoulder looking at Catherine. So I'm now using my lower half to support Josh. And meanwhile, I look over, and at one point, you had grabbed Catherine's toe or hand or something.
I was holding you up because your back was killing you.
Well, you were doing two things. One, you were vocalizing along with Catherine for a few takes. And then you also, you were holding on her. There was some incredible connection, like this swirling energy between the four of us. But then I'm like this, and I'm starting to tip over because I'm on a bed, looking down, and Jill sees this and comes over and grabs the camera. So she's supporting me, I'm supporting Josh. Josh is holding Catherine. Catherine's orgasming. And
I've got a stripper living in my house right now. I need to get home to her. No, it's mostly fiction. I mean, the story is 100% fiction. I have gotten a lap dance where I've gotten the feeling that the stripper was in love with me and I needed to save her multiple times. But I think that happens to a lot of people who get lap dances. That is the language of the lap dance. Somebody once told me this movie is about the fact that men know you don't bring strippers home, but women don't. I think it's especially hard for women because of all the sort of like technical things that you kind of think that guys know or that directors know. That, I had this thing in my head like, oh, Steven Spielberg was making films on a Super 8 camera when he was 7, and I wasn't. So I'll never be a director, because I don't have this thing, where I like walk into a room and like do this, For me, like directing came from this kind of more maternal, feminine place of creating a safe space for everybody, all of the technicians to do their best work, to be at their riskiest place. And that comes from a sort of camp counselor place, a putting on a big party place, throwing Thanksgiving dinner place. It's like there is another way to become a director, and it's not necessarily about this.
Thank you all so much for
coming
out. The movie opens in August. Tell all your
August
friends.
August 23rd. Come out opening weekend and bring your friends.